this was not long enough. It was the Sawzall with this longer blade. Well, I've done it now. Yesterday evening, I moved to another farm, cutting some soybeans yesterday. Got into some grass. Got about 2 acres of grass where, you know, the water kind of laid in these soybeans, and all of a sudden the grass came up towards the very end. So I didn't get in here to spray them. Well, I had a chunk of grass go through here. You can kind of see some of the grass laying up on the header. Well, guess what? It stopped the cylinder up. This cylinder is not turning. My brother and I spent probably an hour yesterday with chains and pipes and log binders and come-alongs and bars. We got it to move maybe 6 inches backwards, but the combine just will not turn it out of there. It actually stalls the combine and just stalls the motor. That's how jammed it is. So I'm going up inside of it on the straw walkers back behind the cylinder. I've got to crawl inside of it where the straw walkers are and start pulling grass out. Let's see where this goes. I had a bright idea that maybe with my oscillating tool I can go in there and cut that grass into smaller pieces to make it easier to get out. We'll see. So I've got a piece of cardboard and a blanket here to lay on, because it's not fun laying on these straw walkers in here. So let me crawl in. Okay, this is kind of what I'm dealing with here, is this pile of grass right here. I just got to start pulling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think we got this now. Okay, 35 minutes later, and I can see daylight, and this beater moves freely, and that didn't happen when I got in here. So I think I can take everything out of here and start the machine and get the rest of that out of there with the machine's help. That's what we're going to try anyway. Can you get a sense of the tight quarters I'm in here? So I'm laying down on the on a blanket and a piece of cardboard because of the straw walkers. See these teeth sticking up here? Yeah, they're not fun to lay on. So that's why I've got a blanket and cardboard. Whoa, whoa. Let's see, can I get the light around here so you can see better? No. Okay. So yeah, this is what I'm laying on here. So this cardboard is helping. All right, let's. I've got to try to remember what I brought in, so I make sure I take everything out because I've pulled a lot of grass out of here. I've already taken the oscillating saw out, so I've got the Sawzall or the recip saw, the light, battery, crowbar, cardboard, and blanket. So let's do it. All right, 2 batteries, flashlight, saw, crowbar, cardboard, and blanket. You know, sometimes it's better to forget about this in the evening, just go home, so you can lay in bed and think about the process on how to do it and how to make it easier. This happened at about, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. And as I said, we spent about an hour on it, my brother and I, taking pipes and chains and come-alongs. What we were trying to do, this is the main pulley that turns the cylinder. So we were trying to turn this cylinder backwards to force that grass back out rather than through. And so we were putting a bolt up in here and a chain with a come-along or a log binder, chaining it down here to the frame and trying to pull that thing around. And we got it around probably 6 or 8 inches, maybe 12 inches. And then I would get in the combine, start it up, thinking that had given us enough slack that we could get it going. But no, we did that twice. That didn't work. So then we pulled all the covers off here to expose the cylinder. Started pulling some grass, getting a bar up here and trying to put some pressure on the bar to force that cylinder up. Again, we got maybe 6 inches out of it. We just couldn't go any further. And finally, I said, let's stop. I said, I'm gonna have to crawl up in the machine on the straw walkers and start pulling grass, but I'm not doing that this evening. I'm stopping, I'm going home, it's time to eat. So and got home 6 o'clock or 6:30 and ate. Got in bed and I thought about this while in bed last night, and my first thought was the recip saw. I mean the oscillating saw. So I thought, well, we can try this to cut through that grass, because I knew it was going to be in there tight. You could only get one piece at a time. But I said, in case the blade isn't long enough, I'll grab the sawzall as well. Well, this was not long enough. It was the sawzall with this longer blade that cut through the first chunk of grass and started to loosen it up, where then I could start pulling it. So that was the key. Otherwise, I would have been in there last night just fighting and pulling and not getting anywhere. So I think this was the key, was laying in bed, thinking about it, coming up with a game plan. I'm going to see if I can turn anything here. So let's... Oh yeah, I could not do that yesterday. Oh yeah, I think she's gonna go. I'll set you up there. Okay, I'm gonna set you up there. You let me know. I'm gonna get in the machine and start it. Let me know if that cylinder turns. Oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, let me put everything back together now. This right here was the culprit that stopped this machine. As I said, about 2 acres here. It usually stays wet, so we don't always get good weed or grass control. And it was fine, the windshield looked, until about Labor Day, when this grass popped above the soybeans. Man, didn't hold it all. It's no way I can get that on there. Oh well. Okay, this farm is done. So it is on to the next farm. I think I'm going to wrap this video up. And I'm going to say, oh wow, look at that beautiful sky after the sun has set. Maybe you can't really see it in this camera. The colors may not show up as good, but yep, it's a beautiful sunset this evening. Beautiful sky. All right, I just finished blowing off the combine behind me. I need fuel tomorrow. I've called my fuel supplier, so I've put the tank on the back of this truck so they can fill this tank along with my other tanks. Hopefully we'll get a good day in tomorrow, because on Thursday it's supposed to rain, so that's going to knock us out of the field. But I think I'm going to take a load of soybeans to Purdue in the morning, and then start cutting on the next farm tomorrow afternoon. Okay, that's it. I'm going to say, see ya!